Welcome to my channel Flights Assistance. Air New Zealand Baggage Policy. As of my last update in September 2021, Air New Zealand's baggage policy varies based on ticket type and route. Passengers are generally allowed one carry-on bag plus a personal item. Checked baggage allowance depends on the fare purchased. Weight and size limits apply. Charges apply for excess baggage. Always check the airline's official website for current details. Carry-on baggage allowance. Economy passengers are typically allowed one piece of carry-on baggage with maximum dimensions of 46.5 inches, 118 centimeters, length plus width plus height, and a maximum weight of 15.4 pounds, 7 kilogram. Premium and business class passengers may have a higher allowance. Checked baggage allowance. Baggage allowances vary depending on your fare class, destination, and airpoint status. The typical allowance for economy class passengers may range from no free checked bags to one checked bag with specific weight and size limits. Premium and business class passengers generally have larger allowances. Baggage fees. Excess baggage fees apply if you exceed your baggage allowance. Fees are based on factors like destination, fare class, and the weight of the extra baggage. It's advisable to check the specific fees on their website. Special items. Some special items like sporting equipment, musical instruments, and medical devices may have specific guidelines and fees associated with them. It's recommended to contact the airline in advance for details. Oversized or overweight baggage. Bags that exceed weight or size limits will incur additional fees. The fees vary based on the degree of excess. Infant baggage allowance. Passengers traveling with infants are typically allowed to bring items like a stroller and a car seat for free. Some additional items may also be allowed. Connecting flights. If you're traveling with Air New Zealand on one ticket and connecting to another airline, the baggage policy of the most significant carrier, usually the long-haul airline, may apply. Frequent flyer benefits. Airpoints Elite, Gold, and Silver members may receive additional baggage allowances based on their membership level and fare class. Online check-in. You can often check in online and prepay for extra baggage if needed. This can sometimes save you money compared to paying at the airport. Restricted items. There are certain items that are not allowed in checked or carry-on baggage due to safety regulations. These items may include flammable substances, sharp objects, and more. Make sure to review the airline's guidelines before packing. Remember that airline policies can change, and the above information might be outdated or subject to modification. Always verify the specifics of Air New Zealand's baggage policy directly through their official website or customer service before your flight. Air New Zealand flight booking. Air New Zealand offers premium flight services connecting global destinations. Experience world-class in-flight entertainment, warm Kiwi hospitality, and comfortable seating options. Whether you're traveling for business or leisure, Air New Zealand ensures a smooth journey. Book now for a touch of Aotearoa in the skies. Website and mobile app. Air New Zealand's official website and mobile app are the primary platforms for booking. They provide comprehensive flight details, seating options, and often the best deals or promotions. Frequent Flyer Program. AirPoints is Air New Zealand's frequent flyer program. Members can earn and redeem points, get exclusive offers, and sometimes even complimentary upgrades. It's beneficial for regular travelers to join. Baggage policy. Always check the baggage policy specific to your ticket. Air New Zealand, like other airlines, has guidelines on baggage weight, size, and fees for excess baggage. Seat selection. Depending on your ticket type, you can choose your seat at the time of booking or check-in. There might be an extra fee for preferred seating or seats with extra legroom. In-flight services. Air New Zealand is known for its quality in-flight services including entertainment, meals, and beverages. Make sure to specify dietary requirements in advance if necessary. Flexibility and cancellations. Always understand the terms and conditions related to changing or canceling your flight. Flexi tickets usually allow more freedom, but they can be pricier than fixed-date tickets. International travel requirements. If you're traveling internationally, ensure you're aware of visa requirements and any current travel advisories. Additionally, due to changing situations like the COVID-19 pandemic, be updated on any travel and health restrictions or requirements. Special assistance. If you need assistance, e.g., traveling with an infant, mobility assistance, or other specific needs, inform the airline well in advance. Check-in. Online check-in is available 48 hours before the departure for most Air New Zealand flights. It's a convenient way to save time at the airport and ensure your seat preference. Loyalty partners and alliances. Air New Zealand is a member of the Star Alliance network. This can be useful if you are a frequent flyer member with any Star Alliance airline, as you can often earn and spend points across member airlines. When booking with any airline, it's always recommended to go through all the details, including the fine print, to ensure a hassle-free travel experience. Air New Zealand Manage Booking. Air New Zealand's Manage Booking feature allows passengers to conveniently modify their flight details online. Users can change seats, update contact information, add special requests, or alter their itinerary. This digital tool ensures travelers have control over their reservations, enhancing their pre-flight experience with flexibility and ease. Booking reference. Every booking is assigned a unique reference number, often called a PNR or booking reference. This is essential for retrieving and managing your booking. Personal details. You can review and, in some cases, modify the personal details you provided during the booking process, including contact information. Flight details. Check your flight details such as date, time, route, and flight number. Any changes or cancellations will also reflect here. Seat selection. Many airlines, including Air New Zealand, allow you to choose or change your seat. Premium seats or those with extra legroom might come with additional fees. Meal preferences. Depending on the class of service and duration of your flight, you might be able to request special meals, e.g., vegetarian, kosher, halal, or meals for specific dietary requirements. Baggage allowance. Review your checked and cabin baggage allowances. Additional baggage can typically be purchased if required. Check-in. Many airlines offer online check-in services, allowing you to check in before reaching the airport. This can save you time, especially during peak travel periods. Additional services. Depending on the airline and route, you might be able to book additional services like extra baggage, airport lounges, or travel insurance. Change or cancel. If your fare conditions allow, you can make changes to your booking or cancel it entirely. Be aware that fees might apply depending on your ticket's fare rules. Feedback and support. If you have any concerns or issues with your booking, airlines typically provide contact options to get in touch with their customer service. Remember, when managing your booking online or through any other platform, always ensure that you're using the official channels of Air New Zealand or the respective airline to prevent scams or phishing attempts. Air New Zealand check-in process. Air New Zealand check-in, online, 48-30 hours before departure. At airport, kiosks available or visit counters. Present ID, boarding pass. Check baggage, if any. Pass through security. Boarding typically commences 30 minutes before departure. Ensure timely arrival to avoid missing flight. Online check-in. Passengers can check in online via the Air New Zealand website or mobile app, typically starting 48 hours before the scheduled departure time for international flights and 30 hours for domestic flights. Self-service kiosks. At the airport, passengers can make use of the self-service kiosks to check in, print boarding passes, and, in some cases, print baggage tags. Counter check-in. For those who prefer human interaction or have special requirements, check-in counters are available. It's advisable to reach the counter well ahead of the flight to avoid any last-minute rush. Baggage drop. After checking in, if passengers have checked luggage, they'll need to drop it off at the baggage drop counter or automated baggage drop machines, if available. Identification and documents. For international flights, passengers need a valid passport and any necessary visas. For domestic flights within New Zealand, a photo ID might be sufficient. Ensure that you carry relevant documents based on your travel. Baggage allowance. Always check the baggage allowance for your specific ticket class and type. Air New Zealand will have different allowances for carry-on and checked baggage based on ticket type and loyalty program status. Check-in deadlines. Ensure that you are aware of the check-in deadlines. Domestic and international flights will have different cutoff times for check-in and baggage drop. Missing these deadlines might result in you missing your flight. Seat selection. During the check-in process, passengers can choose or change their seats. While some fare types might offer free seat selection, others might require an additional fee, especially for preferred or extra legroom seats. Special requirements. If passengers have any special needs, like requesting assistance for reduced mobility, traveling with pets, or any dietary requirements, it's vital to inform the airline in advance and again at the check-in counter. Final security and immigration. After completing the check-in process, passengers need to go through airport security for domestic flights. For international flights, passengers will undergo both security screening and immigration control before proceeding to their departure gate. Remember that processes, times, and regulations can change, so it's crucial to stay updated with the airline's guidelines, especially if you're flying during unpredictable times or situations, like global health crises. Air New Zealand boarding process. Air New Zealand employs a tiered boarding process prioritizing premium passengers and loyalty members. After pre-boarding for those needing assistance and families with young children, priority boarding begins for premium cabins and elite members, followed by general boarding. Efficient and orderly, it ensures a smooth onboarding experience. Check-in. Before boarding, passengers need to check in for their flight. This can be done online, through a mobile app, or at the airport. Passengers receive their boarding pass after the check-in process. Boarding groups. Air New Zealand often boards the plane in groups. Priority boarding might be given to passengers with special needs, premium passengers, and frequent flyer elite members. Gate information. Prior to boarding, gate information will be available on screens throughout the airport, the airline's mobile app, or boarding pass. It's important for passengers to stay updated on any gate changes. Document verification. At the boarding gate, airline staff will check passenger boarding passes and passports, for international flights, to ensure that all details are correct and that they match. Boarding sequence. Generally, boarding starts from the rear of the aircraft moving forward, with exceptions for priority boarders. Special assistance. Passengers requiring special assistance, e.g., those with mobility issues, elderly, or traveling with infants, often board before other groups to ensure they have ample time to get settled. Safety protocols. As passengers board, flight attendants are available to assist and ensure that safety protocols are followed, like stowing luggage properly and keeping aisles clear. Last call. The airline will make final announcements calling for passengers who have yet to board. If passengers are not present at the time of final boarding, they risk missing their flight. Punctuality. Air New Zealand emphasizes the importance of punctuality. Boarding will close a few minutes before the scheduled departure time to ensure an on-time takeoff. Note: boarding processes might evolve or change based on operational needs, technology advancements, or feedback. Always refer to the latest guidelines from the airline before traveling. Air New Zealand cancellation policy. Air New Zealand's cancellation policy allows passengers to cancel or modify bookings, subject to specific fare conditions. Some tickets may be non-refundable, while others might incur fees for changes. Travelers are advised to review their fare type's terms and conditions or purchase travel insurance for added flexibility. Always check the airline's official site for the most current details. Refundable versus non-refundable tickets. Air New Zealand typically offers both refundable and non-refundable tickets. Refundable tickets allow for cancellations with a full or partial refund, while non-refundable tickets may only provide credit for future travel or have stricter penalties. Booking channels. Cancellation processes and fees might differ based on where the ticket was booked, such as through a third-party agent versus directly from Air New Zealand. Service fees. Even if a ticket is refundable, there might be service fees applied for processing the refund. 24-hour cancellation window. Many airlines, including Air New Zealand, often offer a 24-hour grace period after booking where customers can cancel their reservation without penalty. COVID-19 policy. Due to the pandemic, Air New Zealand introduced more flexible booking and cancellation policies to accommodate changing travel restrictions and concerns. This might include waiving change fees or offering credits for future travel. Credit for future travel. If you can't get a refund for a non-refundable ticket, you might receive a credit for future travel, which usually has an expiration date. No-show policy. If a passenger doesn't show up for their flight without prior cancellation, they may lose the value of their ticket or be subject to additional fees. Flight changes. Some fare types might allow changes to the date, time, or route, but these can come with associated change fees, and fare differences might apply. Travel insurance. It's always recommended to consider travel insurance when booking flights. Some policies cover cancellations under specific circumstances. Special circumstances. In certain situations, like severe illness or a family death, airlines might offer more leniency or waivers on cancellation and change fees. It's usually required to provide documentation for such exceptions. Remember to review your ticket details and the terms and conditions associated with your booking. Air New Zealand's official website or their customer service will have the most accurate and up-to-date information on their cancellation policies. Air New Zealand refund policy. Air New Zealand offers refunds based on ticket type and circumstances of cancellation. Flexible fares are typically refundable, but might incur fees. Lowest-priced fares might be non-refundable. Flight disruptions can lead to exceptions. Always review the specific fare conditions and contact the airline for detailed policies. Fare type matters. The refund you are eligible for often depends on the type of fare you've purchased. Some fare types are non-refundable, while others may offer more flexibility. Taxes and fees. Even if a fare is non-refundable, you might still be entitled to a refund of government-imposed taxes and certain fees. Booking channels. Refunds for tickets booked directly through Air New Zealand can typically be processed through their official channels, but if booked through a third party, passengers may need to contact that entity for their refund. 24-hour policy. Some airlines, in line with certain jurisdictions' requirements, offer a grace period of 24 hours after booking during which passengers can cancel their reservations without a penalty. It's advisable to check if Air New Zealand has such an option. Flight disruptions. If Air New Zealand cancels or significantly changes the timing of a flight, passengers may be entitled to a refund or alternative arrangements. Death or illness. In unfortunate circumstances of the death of a passenger or close family member, or serious illness, the airline might provide more lenient refund or rebooking options. Service fees. If a refund is granted, certain service fees, like booking or processing fees, may be non-refundable. Vouchers. In certain circumstances, instead of a cash refund, the airline might offer vouchers for future travel. Processing time. Refunds don't happen instantly. The time taken for processing and receiving the refund can vary, and it may also depend on the payment method used while booking. Passengers might need to actively request it either through an online platform or by contacting the airline's customer service. Remember, these points might not capture every nuance of the policy, and the actual policy in 2023 or beyond could be different. It's essential to consult with the airline directly for the most accurate and up-to-date information. Air New Zealand lost baggage. Air New Zealand's lost baggage service addresses mishandled luggage issues. If your baggage is delayed, damaged, or lost during transit with Air New Zealand, it's imperative to report promptly. The airline will endeavor to trace, recover, and return your belongings or provide compensation as appropriate. Always retain your baggage receipt. Immediate reporting. If you discover that your baggage hasn't arrived, report it immediately to the Air New Zealand Baggage Services desk at the airport. Reference number. Once you report the missing baggage, you'll be given a Property Irregularity Report, PIR. This is a unique reference number that you'll use to track your baggage's status and any claims. Provide detailed descriptions. When reporting your lost baggage, give as much detail as possible about the bag and its contents. This will aid in the search and identification process. Contact information. Ensure that Air New Zealand has your correct contact details. This will allow them to reach you once your baggage is located. Baggage tracing. Air New Zealand will initiate a baggage tracing process. This may take some time, depending on where and when the baggage was lost. Compensation for essentials. If your baggage is delayed for more than a certain number of hours, typically 24 hours, airlines, including Air New Zealand, often provide compensation for essential items you may need to purchase. Claim process. If your baggage cannot be found after a certain number of days, you may be entitled to compensation. Ensure you keep all travel documents and receipts of any necessary purchases you made due to the delay. Limitation on liability. Airlines often have limits on how much they will compensate for lost baggage, based on international regulations and their own policies. It's important to review the terms and conditions of your ticket and any relevant insurance policies. Insurance. Consider getting travel insurance that covers lost or delayed baggage. This can provide additional coverage beyond what the airline offers. Prevention. While it doesn't help after the fact, taking preventive measures can mitigate future risks. This includes labeling your baggage with clear, up-to-date contact information, keeping a list of the contents, and avoiding checking in valuable items. Remember, while lost baggage is frustrating, most bags are eventually found and returned to their owners. Keeping calm and following the above steps will help you navigate the situation more efficiently. Air New Zealand Low Fare Calendar. Air New Zealand's Low Fare Calendar offers travelers a user-friendly visual snapshot of the cheapest available fares over a month-long period. By selecting preferred travel dates, passengers can quickly identify the most cost-effective options, ensuring flexibility and savings for their journeys. Ideal for budget-conscious travelers seeking the best deals. Overview of prices. A low-fare calendar typically displays a month-by-month or week-by-week view of airfares, allowing travelers to see at a glance the cheapest days to fly. Flexibility. Such tools are ideal for travelers with flexible dates, as they can adjust their travel plans to secure the best deals. Color coding. Most low-fare calendars use a color coding system or visual cues to easily highlight the cheapest and most expensive days to fly. Direct links. Clicking on a specific date or fare will generally redirect you to the booking or reservation page for that fare. Filter options. Users can often apply filters to see prices for specific classes: economy, premium economy, business, direct flights only, or particular time slots. Price alerts. Some fare calendars offer the option to set up price alerts for specific dates or routes, notifying users of fare drops. Dynamic updates. As fares change based on availability, season, or promotions, the calendar should dynamically update to reflect the latest prices. Promotional fares. Some calendars will highlight or showcase promotional fares or limited time offers. Price guarantee. Some airlines might offer a price guarantee for fares found on their official low-fare calendar, promising to match or beat lower prices found elsewhere. Intuitive user experience. For user convenience, low-fare calendars are generally designed to be mobile responsive, user-friendly, and integrated seamlessly into the airline's main website or mobile app. If you're looking for specific information or features regarding Air New Zealand's current offerings or tools, I'd recommend visiting their official website or contacting their customer service directly. Hope you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.